5-DVD collection by ordering online at cbcshop.ca or call toll-free.
Like a force of nature, drinking begins to destroy our world. Nothing seems to make a difference. Alcoholics Anonymous can help us one day at a time. Alcoholics Anonymous. Look us up in the phone book or visit aa.org.
Well, madam.
And sporting events like you've never seen them before.
Those lessons that are learned on the battlefield are streamed.
So whatever they did, we'll see how it fares now. So Jack Beckman gets nothing. Robert Height goes on down the track, but not all that impressive.
No, he was spinning the tires big time down track. Jack Beckman, as soon as he hit the throttle, as soon as Jack hit the throttle, he had problems. Something broke right off the bat.
All right, let's see what the change was that John wanted.
Just pull another nut off it, because you just, after watching Neff, but you don't really know that they may have had a malfunction in the clutch. So it's a guess. It's a crapshoot out here in this heat. This track's loose. It's gonna get worse. It's 115 already, 116. But he made the right call, left it the way it was, and it went early. He made a lot of changes, he said, but he made the right one. Yet way down track, it got loose down there about 800 foot. Still got the win. Wasn't pretty, but we got it.
You know, Paul, he said taking off one nut, that's 3 grams of weight generally, and that will make a difference in the clutch applying too hard or too soft and spinning those big Goodyear tires.
Well, he's right. Wasn't pretty for Robert. Was even less pretty for Jack Beckman as he climbs out of the cockpit and says, I have no idea whatsoever. Well, there is Melanie Troxel, a jewelry sponsor. She was seen the other night with a couple $100 grand worth of jewels on, and she'll face Bob Tasca. Track temperature 119. Boy, John was right.
Yeah, it's getting awfully tricky out there right now, and Melanie's got this new car out there. She likes the way it's been handling. She looks pretty good in qualifying. Doesn't have lane choice. Bob Tasca, he's looked great in qualifying since Chris Cunningham's taken over the tuning chores from Mike Klober, who was released last week. They were co-crew chiefs, so Chris just moved into the official seat there, and he's looked awfully good in qualifying. See how he does here.
Melanie's in trouble. Bob Tasca takes it all the way. He now has 2 round wins in his Nitro Funny Car career, and both of them over Melanie Troxel.
Wow, I mean, it was a 5 flat, but let me tell you, I mean, Chris Cunningham's doing a great job because he's not being himself. He's saying, I mean, obviously he's just saying, let's get this car from A to B. Let's not really worry about the elapsed time. 5 flat, that's the second quickest of the round thus far. Only Tim Wilkerson with that great 494 is better. Taking that look at Melanie, you see that thing go into a little bit of tire shake, but then drove right up into tire smoke. Looked like it was probably just a little bit too much power and clutch application at that point.
And the reaction of Tasca's crew back at the line. Yeah, again, like Robert Height, not that pretty, but it is a win. And back at the line. Yeah, happy. Back at the line, it's going to be Tommy Johnson Jr. and Ashley Force. So John Force's day continues as he fills in his cheerleading role. Tommy Johnson Jr., he lost the second round at Houston, then to Tony Bartone. He has 2 DNQs this year, both at Pomona and at Gainesville. Ashley Force is coming off of her second career funny car final at Houston, where she lost to Del Worsham. When she has qualified, she has not lost in the first round.
You see, she's currently 4th in the point standings right now. She does have that lane choice, but she saw both of her teammates have problems. Mike Neff smoked the tires at the head of the throttle. Robert Height had a little bit more problem down track. They have that information. They do have the good lane. The odds are in their favor, but you still got Tommy Johnson Jr. in the other lane you got to deal with.
And Mike, all season long, Jimmy Walsh has had problems tuning that race car, and it goes all the way back to the additional 100-pound minimum that these cars have added. Jimmy said he's had problems getting the car to run to 60 feet. Well, now they're doing that, but he says once you get the car to run early, then it messes up in the middle part of the race course. So eventually, they've got to learn how to get down this whole course, and you can break it down into about 4 segments.
Ashley Forrest runs a 495, 314 miles an hour, and takes down Tommy Johnson Jr.
I'm going to go down with her.
Now let's take another couple looks. They had a good job here by the team. Tommy Johnson had about 200 of a...
With goal, power play.
Maybe you'd like to see mine. Nice, awful nice. You know, there are only two things more beautiful than a good gun. Swiss watch or a woman from anywhere. You ever had a good Swiss watch? Go ahead, try it. Yeah, that's very good. Hey.